Hello, my amazing people. First of all, Happy New Year to all of you. I truly hope this year beautifully brings you deep peace, quiet strength, strong discipline, mental clarity, and the exact breakthrough you have been patiently waiting for. Now, please listen carefully. Welcome to 2026. This is not just a regular new year, a quick new chance, or a simple calendar change. It is a completely blank page. And this video you are watching is your pen. You are absolutely not watching this right now just to get a little burst of cheap motivation. You are watching this because something deep inside your heart is completely done with the old life, and you are finally ready to lovingly create something much better. In this quiet video, you will learn exactly how to change your precious life step by step. We will do this not with fake loud hype, but with real, powerfully proven steps that actually work. And yes, as a beautiful bonus, this video will also deeply help you improve your English. Because you will not only peacefully listen and learn, you will slowly start thinking in English too. So, if you are truly serious about changing your beautiful life and your language, please gently subscribe now, and let's softly start this year stronger than ever before. Let us gently begin with step 1. You must bravely let go of your past self. Please know that this beautiful step is absolutely not about forgetting. It is deeply about freeing your tired heart. Sadly, most people enter a bright new year carrying the exact same pain, the same heavy guilt, and the same quiet regrets, and they silently wonder why their life simply doesn't change. The gentle truth is this: you cannot beautifully create a new life with an old, tired identity. You absolutely cannot walk into 2026 like a peaceful winner if you are still heavily carrying the failure of 2025 on your tired back, deep in your mind and in your daily habits. Gently imagine trying to run a very long race while painfully carrying a huge, heavy bag of garbage. You might bravely take a few steps forward, but very soon you will become deeply tired. This happens not because you are weak, but simply because you painfully refuse to quietly drop what is completely slowing you down. That heavy bag is your past. It sadly holds the quiet lies you told yourself, the sweet promises you painfully broke, the people who deeply hurt you, and the beautiful goals you never even started. It holds all the precious time you sadly wasted and the heavy habits you never beautifully changed. But hear this gentle truth tonight: you deeply do not need to carry that heavy weight anymore, because you are absolutely not your past. You are your beautiful, pure potential. Here are 5 powerfully gentle ways to truly let go of your past self. First, gently write a goodbye letter to your old self. Sit peacefully in silence and softly write a letter to the tired version of you who wasted 2025. Gently say absolutely everything. Say, I beautifully forgive you and I deeply understand why you did it, but now I'm completely done. Why does this beautiful action work? Because your brilliant brain deeply respects quiet rituals. This is absolutely not just a silly trick. This is exactly how your precious mind peacefully marks a true ending. If you truly want a beautiful new chapter, you must courageously close the old one first. Second, bravely identify the top 3 habits that sadly destroyed your peace last year. Was it heavy overthinking? Was it quietly scrolling late into the night? Was it eating unhealthy junk when you felt stressed? Or was it painfully talking negatively about your beautiful self? Please write them down safely. Put them clearly on a piece of paper, not hidden safely in your mind where they can easily hide. Bravely bring them into the beautiful light. And then, make this powerful, quiet declaration. These 3 heavy habits will absolutely not enter 2026 with me. Third, gently change your physical environment. Why must we do this? Because the exact same tired environment will deeply trigger the exact same heavy behavior. If your room sadly looks exactly like 2025, your precious mind will automatically think just like 2025. Gently clean your safe space. Peacefully rearrange your quiet desk, delete those toxic apps from your phone, and place soft reminders on your safe walls saying, "This is the beautiful year. I truly change." Even one small, gentle shift in your physical environment can beautifully begin a huge shift in your deep identity. Fourth, please stop calling yourself by your tired old name. Your beautiful brain closely listens to exactly what you say. If you keep painfully saying, "I'm so lazy, I'm always tired, I never finish what I start, I can't softly learn English, I'm not good enough," guess what? Your brilliant brain will perfectly obey those heavy words. So, starting this year, softly speak exactly like the beautiful person you truly want to become. Say, "I am peacefully learning every single day. I am beautifully becoming stronger. I am completely consistent now, and I am absolutely not who I used to be." Because when your gentle language changes, your deep identity beautifully starts to catch up. Finally, gently visualize yourself completely free. Please close your tired eyes right now. Now gently imagine you are safely holding a box. Inside that heavy box is everything you deeply hated about 2025. The quiet laziness, the painful mistakes, the deep failure, the heavy fear, the fake relationships, and the sadly wasted time. And now, you bravely drop that heavy box. You gracefully turn around, and you peacefully walk away. This is not just a silly imagination. This is deep, beautiful brain training. Your powerful subconscious mind truly believes exactly what you deeply feel. You simply cannot build a beautiful palace on a deeply broken foundation. You must beautifully burn the tired past version of yourself. The quiet version that was deeply scared, lazy, weak, and completely lost. Do this not to hate that version, but to beautifully honor exactly how far you have bravely come, and to softly say, "Thank you, but I am absolutely not you anymore. Welcome to step 2. You must gently change your mindset. If you truly want to beautifully change your life in 2026, you must safely start exactly here. Please deeply understand that your quiet thoughts are never just simple thoughts. They are powerful instructions. Your brilliant brain deeply listens to them, and your physical body faithfully follows. Your beautiful life is entirely shaped by the exact thoughts you quietly think every single day. Sadly, most gentle people try to hastily change their habits. They excitedly write down brand new goals. They hopefully buy a shiny new planner, and they feel deeply excited in January, but tragically, nothing actually changes. Why does this painful cycle happen? Because their deep mindset is sadly still exactly the same. They simply still think exactly like the tired old version of themselves. And if you do not gently upgrade that deep mindset, you will painfully keep repeating the exact same heavy year again and again, even if the calendar brightly says 2026. So, what truly is a mindset? Mindset is absolutely not just cheap motivation, and it is not just blind positive thinking. Your mindset is the beautiful lens through which you deeply see your entire life. If that delicate lens is sadly full of heavy fear, deep self-doubt, quiet guilt, and heavy excuses, then absolutely everything you do in your precious life will be painfully affected. Even the most beautiful opportunities will suddenly look deeply risky. Even your most amazing talents will painfully feel completely useless. Even your strongest, most beautiful dreams will safely feel entirely impossible. Your mindset is your deep inner filter, and if that filter is broken, the beautiful picture is absolutely never clear. What does a tired, weak mindset quietly sound like? It safely whispers in your mind, "I can't do this. What if I fail? I'm not good enough. I'm not ready yet. What will people think? I always give up. Maybe next time. I'm not like those successful people." Please listen to me. That is absolutely not laziness, and that is definitely not stupidity. That is just heavy, old programming. That is just a tired voice that sadly got repeated so many times that it painfully became your core belief. But here is the most beautiful truth. Your mindset is absolutely not fixed. It is wonderfully flexible, and it can be beautifully rebuilt. And the magical moment you gently rebuild it, your beautiful life peacefully follows. First, you must gently replace your heavy, negative questions with beautiful power questions. Your brilliant brain is exactly like a powerful machine. It quietly answers absolutely whatever question you bravely ask it. If you sadly ask a bad question, you will painfully get a bad answer. But if you softly ask a power question, you will beautifully get a power answer. If you quietly ask, "Why am I like this?" Your tired brain will say, because you're a failure. But if you gently ask, what's one small step I can easily take today? Your beautiful brain will softly answer, clean your room, go for a walk, or safely record that video. Instead of fearfully asking, what if this sadly doesn't work? Gently ask, what if this works completely better than I ever imagined? And the beautiful answer will be, then 2026 will peacefully be the absolute best year of your entire life. You deeply do not need to change your life in one single day. You just beautifully need to gently ask better questions every single day. Second, please gently change your self-talk. Your precious brain closely listens to your very own voice much more than anyone else's. If you painfully keep telling yourself, I'm simply not good at this, I sadly always mess things up, I'm not smart enough, I completely can't speak English well, then your brain will completely believe you and painfully prove you right. But if you beautifully start telling yourself, I'm safely getting better, I quietly learn fast, I peacefully stay consistent now, I softly speak more clearly every single day, then your beautiful brain will slowly adjust, faithfully follow, and deeply rewire. Because exactly what you softly say, you beautifully become. So please speak exactly like someone you deeply admire. Quietly talk to yourself like someone you completely believe in, even if it feels a little fake at first, because your brain beautifully changes through gentle repetition. Finally, peacefully install brand new beliefs every single morning. Every morning when you softly wake up, your precious mind is beautifully fresh, completely open, and quietly waiting for new instructions. If the very first thing you sadly do is check your loud phone, constantly compare yourself to others, or mindlessly scroll through social media, then you have painfully already lost the quiet battle for your beautiful mindset. Instead, gently use that pure morning moment to peacefully install soft power into your beautiful mind. Say this quietly. Today I beautifully think like my future self. Today I softly act like someone with deep purpose. Today I peacefully show discipline. Today I gently speak with pure confidence. Today I completely do exactly what I said I would safely do. These are absolutely not just empty affirmations. These are powerful brain instructions. Mindset is beautifully not just a one-time decision, it is a precious, daily ritual. Because you deeply do not rise to the high level of your heavy goals, you sadly fall to the exact level, your quiet mindset. Train your beautiful mind like a gentle warrior. Carefully challenge every weak thought and beautifully replace it with something much stronger. That is exactly how 2026 will beautifully become the year your brain finally becomes your peaceful ally, not your tired enemy. Now, let us gently move to step 3. Learn just one useful skill in 2026. One single skill can beautifully make you valuable, give you pure freedom, and safely help you escape heavy financial stress. It can quietly build your deep confidence much faster than any loud motivational quote. It can beautifully take you from feeling completely invisible to being absolutely unstoppable. So, in 2026, please do not painfully waste your precious energy trying to do absolutely everything. Instead, peacefully choose just one beautiful skill and go deeply into it. Most gentle people sadly try to learn 5 different things at the exact same time. A little English, a little writing, a little designing, and a little coding. And guess what painfully happens? They sadly become just average at all of them. Please, do not be that tired person. Be the beautiful person who goes all in on exactly one thing and gracefully becomes world-class at it. Think of it like this. Most people exhaustingly do 100 things at a tiny 1% level, but truly successful people beautifully do exactly one thing at 100%. That is the quiet, powerful difference between heavy noise and true mastery. What kind of skill should you beautifully choose? First, consider a communication skill. Learn how to softly speak clearly, how to beautifully express your ideas, and how to deeply connect with people through your words. Especially gently learn English if you haven't already, because in today's world, pure communication equals beautiful opportunity. If you cannot safely express yourself, people won't truly trust you. But if you can speak with pure clarity, beautiful doors will quietly open. Your quiet voice is your true power. Please gently train it. Second, you might choose a digital or technical skill. You can peacefully learn how to work with modern technology, video editing, graphic design, web development, SEO, social media marketing, or basic coding. These are real, beautiful skills that safely help real people, and you get beautifully paid for it. And the most beautiful part is that most of them are completely free to learn online. You deeply do not need a heavy college degree. You just beautifully need pure curiosity and gentle consistency. Finally, consider a money skill. Learn exactly how money quietly works, how to safely save it, how to beautifully multiply it, how to carefully manage it, and how to safely invest it. Because simply earning money is sadly not enough anymore. If you do not deeply understand money, you will sadly always stay broke, no matter how painfully hard you work. Learn how to gracefully build a small business or a quiet side income. These beautiful skills are not just nice to have, they are deeply essential. To master any beautiful skill you choose, you can gracefully use the 3-rule strategy. First, beautifully focus on exactly one skill for the next 90 days. Please, absolutely no heavy multitasking and completely no switching your path after just 2 weeks. Simply pick one, quietly stick to it, and gently build your peaceful momentum. Second, safely try to learn this new skill entirely in English. Gently choose English YouTube videos, peacefully read English books or blogs, and carefully take your personal notes in English. Softly speak out loud about exactly what you learned in English. In that beautiful way, you quietly grow 2 amazing skills at the exact same time. Your uniquely chosen skill plus your precious language fluency. This is beautifully called compound growth, and it is incredibly powerful. Third, please bravely create something every single week. Merely learning in silence is sadly not enough. You must beautifully make something. It could safely be a short video, a simple design, a quiet blog post, a gentle voice recording, an app, a small lesson, a mini product, or a meaningful post on social media. Because beautiful action safely creates deep confidence, and just learning without creating simply equals nothing. Let us gently imagine that you beautifully choose video editing. You peacefully spend 30 minutes a day learning gently on YouTube in English. You safely start editing short reels or YouTube videos just for quiet practice, making one brand new project every single weekend. You beautifully improve, you gracefully take feedback, and you warmly join a supportive online community. After 90 quiet days, you can safely start freelancing, and after 6 gentle months, you will feel deeply confident. By the beautiful end of the year, you can completely turn it into a small business. And you absolutely didn't just learn a simple skill. You beautifully changed your income, carefully built your deep identity, safely upgraded your brain, and completely transformed your precious life. That is the quiet power of one completely useful skill. You deeply do not need to exhaustingly do absolutely everything in 2026. You just beautifully need to do one single thing really well. Gently choose your skill like a safe weapon, carefully sharpen it daily, peacefully train with it, quietly practice with it, and beautifully create with it. And safely let it completely lead you into a bright future where you are absolutely no longer stuck, deeply scared, or completely dependent. One beautiful skill, one quiet decision, one amazing year. This is truly your beautiful time. Welcome to Step 4. Beautifully keep yourself happy in 2026. Please deeply do not just chase loud success. Gracefully chase pure peace and gentle balance. Softly chase the beautiful version of you that feels calm, peacefully centered, and truly alive. Absolutely not just constantly busy and deeply tired. Because what is the painful point of reaching absolutely all your heavy goals if you sadly lose your beautiful self along the difficult way? We quietly live in a noisy world where tired people are deeply addicted to constant distraction. They sadly think happiness is always found in having more money, more cheap likes, more loud attention, and more empty success. But true, beautiful happiness is absolutely not safely found in the distant future. It is peacefully created exactly in the present moment. So, how do you beautifully keep yourself happy, even when your precious life softly gets tough? First, please gently stop waiting for big, loud reasons to simply feel happy. Most gentle people sadly say things like, I'll be happy when I finally earn more, when I safely lose weight, when I move out, or when I finally succeed. That is a deeply dangerous mindset because it sadly means your precious happiness is always waiting in the future, always just one heavy achievement away, and always painfully depending on things you simply don't fully control. Instead, beautifully say this: I will quietly celebrate the small things every single day. You peacefully woke up today. That is a beautiful win. You safely ate something warm. That is a gentle win. You softly studied for 30 minutes, or you kindly helped someone. Those are beautiful wins. Start beautifully treating these small things like they deeply matter, because they truly do. Because beautiful happiness is absolutely not a final goal. It is a gentle, peaceful way of living. Second, beautifully build a simple joy routine. Every single day, safely do exactly one small thing that completely fills your precious heart. It could gently be listening to your favorite soft song, peacefully drinking tea in silence, walking safely without your phone, or softly laughing with a dear friend. It could be watching the beautiful sunrise, warmly hugging your parent, reading a powerful quote, talking gently to God, or softly dancing when absolutely no one's watching. The exact activity simply doesn't matter. What deeply matters is that you beautifully do it every single day. Do it with absolutely no quiet guilt, no heavy rush, and no sad shame. Just pure joy, safely scheduled exactly like a daily habit. Third, please bravely protect your precious energy from toxic sources. True happiness is also deeply about exactly what you gracefully avoid. Safely stay away from people who always painfully complain, always heavily judge, never gently appreciate you, or who only quietly call when they need something and sadly make you feel deeply small. It completely doesn't matter if they are family, old friends, or coworkers. Your quiet peace is your absolute responsibility. Bravely set safe boundaries, gently learn to say no, and remember that your beautiful mental health is far more important than their heavy opinion. You are absolutely not responsible for painfully fixing everyone. You are only beautifully responsible for gently healing yourself. Finally, deeply please do not be happy later. Be beautifully happy exactly now. Even while you quietly work, you deeply don't have to painfully choose between hard hustle and pure happiness. You can gracefully enjoy the slow process. You can peacefully enjoy the quiet progress, the deep learning, the gentle growing, and the beautiful becoming. You can safely say, I'm not exactly where I gently want to be, but I'm deeply proud I bravely started. I safely made mistakes, but at least I'm absolutely not quietly quitting. Today was painfully hard, but I'm beautifully stronger because of it. I didn't get bright results, but I bravely showed up. This gentle mindset beautifully creates deep emotional stability, and that quiet stability softly becomes your true secret weapon in life. Because when others sadly break down, you will beautifully stay grounded. Gently keeping yourself happy is absolutely not about being fake or smiling all the tiring time. It is deeply about bravely taking control of your beautiful energy. It is about gracefully choosing pure joy, even in the very small, quiet moments, and building a safe life you absolutely do not have to escape from. You deeply do not need more heavy stuff. You simply need more quiet stillness. And in 2026, beautifully choose to gently create a life where deep peace becomes your true power. Welcome to Step 5. Beautifully be present. Please gently understand that this quiet moment, exactly right now, is the absolute only thing that truly exists. The heavy past is completely gone, and you sadly cannot change it. The unknown future hasn't even arrived yet, so you cannot safely touch it. But sadly, your precious mind is always wandering somewhere else. You are quietly eating, but nervously thinking about your heavy work. You are safely with your beautiful family, but sadly thinking about your loud phone. You are peacefully resting, but heavily feeling guilty about not doing more. This painful habit is called mental time travel, and it is quietly one of the absolute biggest causes of deep stress, anxiety, fear, and regret. The beautiful secret to true peace and quiet productivity is wonderfully simple. Gently learn to live fully exactly in the present, because pure presence beautifully gives you deep power. When you are safely and fully in the beautiful moment, your precious mind becomes deeply focused. Your heart becomes peacefully calm, your tired energy becomes wonderfully clean, and your daily actions quietly become 10 times more effective. Just imagine two people learning English. The one who is fully present with no distractions will beautifully learn more and grow much faster because pure presence simply multiplies your beautiful results. So, how do you gently practice this? First, safely practice micro-presence. You absolutely do not need to quietly become a monk. Just softly start with 1-minute presence exercises. When you gently brush your teeth, do it with completely full attention. When you quietly drink water, softly feel it go completely down your throat. When you peacefully walk, simply feel your feet safely touch the ground. This gently trains your beautiful brain to clearly focus. And over time, this quiet focus becomes your true superpower. Second, peacefully do just one thing at a single time. Multitasking is sadly a heavy lie. Your beautiful brain can truly only focus deeply on exactly one thing. If you are nervously talking and scrolling, or quietly working while texting, you are absolutely not present. You are sadly scattered. Gently choose exactly one task. Give it your absolute full presence, and only then peacefully move to the next. This is exactly how you safely protect your quiet peace. Third, safely name your deep feelings. Please do not nervously avoid them. When you softly feel angry, gently pause and whisper, "I'm feeling angry." When you feel safely happy, beautifully say it and deeply feel it, because gently naming your pure emotion peacefully brings you safely back to the now, giving your brain quiet clarity. I see it. I beautifully accept it. I safely control it. Facing your emotions softly equals much more peace. Fourth, bravely put your loud phone down. Your phone is sadly the biggest thief of your beautiful presence. Gently leave it in another room when you are working, walk without it, and peacefully eat absolutely without your phone. Talk to people while safely looking deeply into their eyes, completely not at your glowing screen. These small brave acts beautifully bring you back to true life and pure reality. Finally, gracefully create stillness every single day. You deeply do not need to meditate for 1 long hour. Simply sit in pure silence for just 5 quiet minutes. Absolutely no music, no noise, and no scrolling. Just you, your gentle breath, and your quiet thoughts. Let your beautiful brain safely breathe, and let your precious soul quietly speak. This quiet stillness will beautifully reset your tired nervous system and safely clean out your mental clutter. In 2026, beautifully master this simple truth. The present moment is your absolute most powerful tool. Use it with deep respect, live it with pure attention, and gracefully build your future one beautifully focused moment at a time. Let us gracefully move to step 6. Beautifully take care of your precious body and your quiet mind in 2026. If you truly want to safely build something great, you deeply need both of them working in perfect harmony right now. Because what is the gentle point of beautifully dreaming big if you simply do not have the pure energy to safely chase those dreams? If your beautiful brain is tired and your quiet focus is broken, you must remember that your physical and mental health are the absolute foundation of everything you will beautifully achieve. First, please gracefully sleep exactly like a quiet warrior. Sadly, people heavily hustle, blindly scroll, and painfully sacrifice their precious sleep and then silently wonder why they feel so deeply tired and unmotivated. Pure sleep is absolutely not a luxury. It is your true, beautiful fuel. Without 7 to 8 quiet hours of deep sleep, your beautiful brain simply cannot focus. Your gentle memory becomes weak, and your quiet creativity sadly disappears. So, please beautifully treat your sleep exactly like your absolute most important meeting. Softly put your phone away before bed, beautifully make your room dark and cold, and peacefully think of 3 small things you are deeply grateful for before safely sleeping. Second, please gently eat with beautiful awareness, absolutely not with heavy emotion. Stop painfully treating your beautiful body like a cold trash can. Sugary snacks sadly kill your quiet energy. Processed food heavily makes your brain foggy, and emotional eating safely leads to deep guilt and more stress. Gently eat real food that was once beautifully alive, not manufactured in a cold lab. And please, beautifully drink more pure water, because most people are absolutely not tired. They are simply dehydrated. Third, please move your Beautiful body every single day because gentle movement is pure, quiet medicine. If you sadly do not safely move your body, your heavy emotions get painfully stuck. Your tired mind deeply slows down, and your quiet stress heavily builds up. You absolutely do not need a loud gym, and you deeply do not need to quietly look like a perfect model. You just beautifully need to gently move, softly walk, safely stretch, or peacefully dance in your quiet room. Because when your beautiful body safely moves, your tired brain quietly unlocks. Fourth, bravely protect your precious mental health. Your beautiful mind is exactly like a quiet garden. If you do not safely take care of it, heavy weeds of deep stress, fear, and anxiety will sadly grow. Gently limit social media, softly talk to someone you deeply trust, safely journal your tired thoughts, and beautifully let them out of your heavy head. Finally, beautifully read every single day, even for just 10 quiet minutes. In a loud world full of heavy noise, pure reading is beautiful silence. When you peacefully read, your imagination gracefully becomes wider. Your deep emotional strength beautifully multiplies, and your precious brain quietly sharpens. Make this a gentle rule in 2026. I beautifully feed my precious body with healthy food, and I safely feed my quiet mind with beautiful books. Because in this beautiful year, pure energy is the absolute real wealth, and when you peacefully have it, absolutely everything gracefully becomes possible. Let us gracefully move to step 7. Beautifully breathe and peacefully center yourself. In 2026, the loud world will sadly keep rushing. People will keep heavily shouting, and your phone will keep painfully buzzing with heavy deadlines, loud notifications, harsh opinions, and tired expectations. But right in the peaceful middle of all that heavy noise, you deeply possess one beautiful superpower, your quiet breath. It is completely free, it is beautifully always with you, and it is the absolute master key to safely staying calm, deeply focused, and gracefully in control. First, please deeply understand that your gentle breath beautifully controls your emotional state. Every single emotion has its own quiet rhythm. When you are sadly anxious, your breath is painfully fast and shallow. But when you are beautifully calm, your gentle breath is slow and deeply peaceful. So, if you truly want to safely control your heavy emotion, simply start with your quiet breath. Inhale slowly and beautifully through your nose. Gently hold it for a few quiet seconds, and softly exhale through your mouth. Please gently do this 3 times right now and softly feel the beautiful shift. You deeply do not need cheap motivation. You just beautifully need pure oxygen. Second, peacefully centering your beautiful self perfectly equals safely returning to pure clarity. To gently center yourself simply means to safely come back to your quiet balance point. Imagine you are on a small boat in a heavy storm, where the waves are painfully high and the wind is fiercely strong. But deep inside the beautiful ocean, it is perfectly calm. That is exactly your beautiful center, and when your precious life feels heavily overwhelming, your gentle center safely brings you back. And the absolute fastest way to peacefully reach it is beautifully through quiet stillness and your soft breath. Even just 60 seconds of deep, quiet breathing can beautifully lower your tired heart rate, safely reduce heavy anxiety, improve your deep focus, and peacefully break the heavy cycle of overthinking. Third, safely use the beautiful 3-3-3 method. Whenever you gently feel stressed, deeply anxious, or completely distracted, simply breathe in for 3 quiet seconds. Gently hold it for 3 seconds and softly breathe out for 3 seconds. Repeating this gently just 3 times safely resets your tired nervous system. Because this is absolutely not a silly trick, this is beautiful biology. Furthermore, gently treat quiet meditation exactly like your mental gym. Your tired mind is constantly spinning with heavy memories, quiet worries, loud fears, and beautiful hopes. Just safely sit for 2 quiet minutes, close your tired eyes, and peacefully focus on your soft breath. Gently watch your heavy thoughts, exactly like passing clouds, and softly let them pass. You absolutely do not need to stop thinking. You just beautifully need to gently stop chasing every single thought. In a loud world full of heavy chaos, the absolute strongest person is beautifully the one who can peacefully stay calm. Make this your beautiful secret ritual in 2026. Softly breathe before nervously reacting. Gently breathe before sadly quitting. and peacefully breathe before panicking. Your beautiful breath is your safe remote control. Gently use it to beautifully change the tired channel of your precious mind. And when life safely feels like it is spinning much too fast, gently come back to your beautiful center. Come safely back to your quiet breath. Because true, deep peace is never simply found. Peace is beautifully practiced. Welcome to Step 9, beautifully create your future self. The absolute biggest mistake gentle people sadly make in January is that they write down heavy goals, make loud resolutions, and carefully buy new planners. But they painfully forget one crucial thing. They sadly never beautifully change their deep identity. Because until you safely see yourself as someone entirely new, you will painfully keep repeating the exact same old behavior. You simply cannot sadly act like your old tired self and completely expect a beautiful new life. You must gently create your beautiful future self and then peacefully practice being them every single day. First, beautifully understand that pure identity creates deep behavior. Most people painfully try to change surface-level behavior. They softly say, I want to wake up earlier. I safely want to eat healthier. I gently want to speak better English. Or, I peacefully want to stop procrastinating. But true beautiful change only happens when you bravely say, I am exactly the kind of person who wakes up early. I am the person who eats clean. I am the kind of person who beautifully speaks clearly. I am the beautiful person who always finishes what I safely start. Please gently see the beautiful difference. Do not painfully chase habits. Peacefully build your deep identity. Because when your beautiful self-image changes, your quiet behavior beautifully changes completely naturally. Second, gently write a beautiful future self blueprint. Please take 30 quiet minutes and beautifully write a letter exactly as if it is the peaceful end of 2026, written by your beautiful future self. Softly start with, Dear, your name. I'm so deeply proud of us. We finally, beautifully did it. Then bravely write absolutely everything. Exactly how you feel, what you have beautifully built, what you have gently learned, who you peacefully became, what you safely let go of, what you softly started, and what you absolutely no longer accept. Make it beautifully vivid and completely real, because your brilliant brain deeply believes exactly what it can safely visualize. You deeply do not just need quiet goals. You beautifully need a clear, safe picture of the exact person who peacefully achieves them. Third, please, bravely rehearse being your beautiful future self daily. Every single day, gently ask this beautiful question. What would my peaceful future self safely do exactly in this moment? Would they mindlessly scroll or beautifully study? Would they peacefully speak confidently or sadly stay silent? Would they give up or try again? Then bravely act exactly like them, even if it gently feels a little hard or quietly uncomfortable. This beautiful practice is called safe identity rehearsal. Actors softly do it for roles, and athletes safely do it for performance. You must beautifully do it for your true transformation, because gentle repetition beautifully builds strong character. Fourth, peacefully dress, softly speak, and gently behave exactly like the beautiful person you deeply want to be. This is absolutely not about fake, loud confidence. It is deeply about pure, real alignment. Softly speak clearly, even if you are still gently learning, and neatly dress, even if you simply don't have expensive clothes. Stand beautifully tall, even if you quietly feel afraid, and safely respect your precious time, even if others sadly don't. Organize your quiet day, even if it is a bit messy at first, and bravely show up even when cheap motivation is completely gone. These are absolutely not small things. These are beautiful identity anchors that softly tell your brain, this is exactly who I beautifully am now. Finally, deeply please do not sadly wait for results. Beautifully act as if you absolutely already have them. Most gentle people painfully wait for perfect confidence, quiet clarity, or loud support. But your beautiful future self absolutely doesn't wait. They bravely act. So instead of sadly waiting to feel completely ready, gracefully act ready. Instead of quietly hoping for cheap motivation, beautifully create pure momentum. Because the more you safely act like the beautiful person you truly want to be, the much faster you beautifully become exactly that person. You absolutely do not magically become your future self overnight. You beautifully become them through gentle daily rehearsal, through one quiet decision, one safe conversation, one peaceful step, one gentle shift in posture, and one brave refusal to simply quit. In 2026, do not just safely set goals. Bravely step completely into your beautiful future identity and gracefully live from that peaceful place until it beautifully becomes real. You are absolutely not just here to quietly improve. You are beautifully here to truly evolve. Welcome to Step 10. Beautifully be consistent to achieve your precious goals. Every single person quietly watching this has beautiful dreams. Maybe it is to safely speak fluent English, beautifully start a small business, or peacefully become deeply confident. But the gentle truth is this: it is absolutely not loud talent, high intelligence, heavy money, or pure luck that beautifully builds that life. It is pure, quiet consistency. If you beautifully do one small thing every single day for 365 quiet days, you will safely become completely unrecognizable by the peaceful end of the year. But sadly, if you start heavily and completely quit after just 10 days, you will painfully stay exactly where you are. First, please gently avoid the painful all-or-nothing trap. Many gentle people sadly study English for 1 week and then silently forget, or they painfully think, I missed one day, I failed, I'll start again next month. But the beautiful truth is that true consistency is absolutely not about being completely perfect. It is deeply about never quitting completely. If you safely fall 7 times, beautifully get up 8. If you sadly miss a quiet day, gently come back the very next day. Please never let one bad day become a bad week, and never let a slow week tragically turn into a completely forgotten goal. Second, beautifully accept that real progress is often quietly boring, and that is exactly why it safely works. It softly feels like peacefully repeating the exact same thing again and again. It is beautifully studying when absolutely no one is quietly watching, and bravely showing up even when you are deeply tired. Anyone can be loudly motivated for one single day, but true champions beautifully show up when absolutely no one gently claps for them. Quiet consistency is beautifully silent, but its pure results are wonderfully loud. Third, safely use the beautiful 3-3-3 method to gently build unstoppable consistency. For the first 3 quiet days, just build pure awareness by safely tracking exactly what you quietly do without changing absolutely anything. For the next 3 gentle weeks, peacefully build discipline by picking exactly one small habit and beautifully doing it every single day, completely focusing on the simple reps instead of the heavy results. Then, for the next 3 beautiful months, safely build your deep identity. Peacefully tell people, I am beautifully someone who practices English every single day, instead of sadly saying, I am trying to speak English. That gentle shift makes you completely unstoppable. Finally, beautifully track your quiet habits and gently reward yourself. If you sadly break your quiet chain, simply restart immediately without crying or quitting. Gently reward yourself weekly, not with unhealthy junk, but with pure joy, like a beautiful walk in nature. And please, beautifully protect your gentle non-negotiables, the quiet habits you absolutely never skip, even when life gets deeply hard. In 2026, please gently stop loudly asking, how fast can I get there? Instead, safely ask, what can I beautifully do every single day that safely guarantees I won't completely fail? Because you gently win, not by exhaustingly doing more, but by beautifully doing less consistently. Welcome to Step 11. Beautifully take just one tiny step at a time. Everyone gently says they deeply want a big, beautiful life, to be safely successful, completely fluent in English, or peacefully financially free. They deeply want to be fit, strong, calm, and confident. But they sadly forget one crucial thing. Absolutely none of that beautifully happens all at once. It peacefully happens just one tiny step at a time. It is absolutely not one giant leap, but one gentle step, one quiet decision, one safe habit, and one beautiful choice, gently repeated until it beautifully changes your precious life. First, please gently stop heavy overplanning and peacefully start taking small steps. Many gentle people sadly make giant, heavy plans, like waking up at 4 in the morning every single day or speaking perfect English in just 30 days, painfully trying to change absolutely everything all at once. But sadly, They only get loudly excited for 2 days, quickly get deeply overwhelmed, painfully break their quiet streak, heavily feel guilty, and then sadly quit. This happens because their heavy plan was absolutely never real. The beautiful secret is absolutely not to exhaustingly do everything right now. The quiet secret is to beautifully do exactly one small thing today, one gentle thing tomorrow, and one peaceful thing after that. That is exactly how you beautifully win, absolutely not fast, but gracefully, forever. Second, safely. Start with beautiful micro-wins, because your brilliant brain deeply loves small, quiet victories. Gently drinking a glass of pure water is a beautiful win. Softly making your safe bed is a win, and peacefully saying just one sentence in English is a lovely win. Quietly studying for 10 minutes, waking up on time, turning off your loud phone, or bravely saying no to a heavy habit are all beautiful wins. Every single time you gently finish a micro task, your beautiful brain softly releases dopamine. Pure reward chemical that peacefully motivates you to safely keep going. One gentle win safely leads to another, and very soon you will beautifully have quiet momentum. Finally, beautifully stack your tiny habits into gentle routines. If you want to safely build a beautiful morning routine, please do not painfully start with 2 heavy hours. Gently start with less than 10 quiet minutes. Softly wake up and drink water. Peacefully make your bed. Safely sit silently for 2 minutes. Bravely speak one English sentence out loud. Quietly write one sentence about your beautiful goal, and gently read exactly one paragraph of a good book. The total time is beautifully short, but the deep impact on your precious identity is truly massive. You have beautifully hydrated, organized, safely practiced discipline, trained your quiet mind, and read something deeply positive. Absolutely no one peacefully becomes powerful by taking giant, heavy leaps. They beautifully become powerful by taking tiny, gentle steps and absolutely never stopping. In 2026, please deeply do not try to be a loud superhero. Just safely be consistent, deeply focused, and beautifully patient. Do exactly one thing today, and when that is beautifully done, softly do one more. You will peacefully look back in December and beautifully smile, because you will safely realize you absolutely didn't change in one magical moment. You beautifully changed one tiny step at a time. Welcome to Step 12, Beautifully Trust God's Plan. This final, gentle step is absolutely the most important one. Because no matter how many beautiful goals you peacefully write, how perfectly your quiet routine is built, or how deeply powerful your vision becomes, there will sadly still be heavy times when life simply doesn't safely make sense. When your careful plans quietly fail, when your deep progress feels painfully invisible, when your quiet hard work isn't beautifully rewarded, and when absolutely everything feels sadly slow, silent, or deeply unfair. In those heavy moments, you must beautifully remember this. You are absolutely not alone, and you are deeply not forgotten. Your quiet effort is beautifully seen, your pure tears are softly recorded, and your deep growth is being beautifully built in pure silence. Even when you sadly don't safely feel it, you just beautifully have to trust the peaceful plan. First, please gently let go of the heavy illusion of pure control. You can beautifully control your quiet actions, but absolutely not the final outcome. You can safely control your gentle attitude, not the quiet timing. You can beautifully control your hard work, absolutely not the final reward. Some of you will bravely give your full 100% and sadly still not get the exact result you deeply want immediately. But that absolutely does not mean it is painfully over. That beautifully means something much bigger is being safely prepared. What sadly feels like a painful delay is very often beautiful divine protection, and what feels like a heavy no might beautifully be a gentle not yet. So please deeply do not rush the beautiful blessing. Just peacefully prepare for it. Second, please safely keep working even in the heavy silence. When a beautiful seed is quietly planted, you sadly do not safely see any growth for many long weeks. But deeply underground, beautiful things are peacefully changing, safe roots are quietly forming, and a strong structure is beautifully building. It is exactly the same with your precious life. You might absolutely not see bright results just yet, but something beautiful inside you is safely already changing. Your quiet focus is beautifully stronger. Your deep mindset is sharper. Your gentle discipline is growing. Your pure energy is safely improving, and your tired heart is beautifully healing. And when the beautiful time is exactly right, the pure breakthrough peacefully comes, but absolutely only if you didn't sadly quit during the quiet silence. Third, beautifully pray and then safely move. Pure prayer is absolutely not the quiet end of your gentle action. It is beautifully the bright beginning. Please do not just peacefully sit and quietly hope. Bravely pray for deep strength and then beautifully act. Pray for pure wisdom and then safely choose. Pray for gentle direction and then bravely move your quiet feet. Because pure faith absolutely without quiet action is sadly empty, but heavy action completely without beautiful faith is deeply exhausting. You beautifully need both of them. In 2026, gently let your safe strategy be beautifully backed by pure spirit, and let your quiet work be safely guided by deep wisdom. Fourth, please beautifully look for the quiet signs. Sometimes the beautiful plan simply does not safely come in a loud voice. It peacefully comes in a gentle person who beautifully inspires you, a quiet book that safely changes your mindset, or a beautiful video that softly speaks directly to your tired heart. It might be a quiet failure that safely redirects your life, a gentle delay that beautifully humbles your heavy ego, or a tiny quiet win that safely builds your deep belief. God deeply does not always loudly shout, He beautifully whispers. And if you are peacefully present, deeply patient, and beautifully humble, you will softly hear it. Your beautiful story is absolutely not finished. Your pure future is deeply not written by your heavy past, and your precious life is absolutely not hopeless. Even if you have safely been through deep pain, you have beautifully made it exactly this far, and absolutely not by quiet accident. You have bravely survived heavy things that others absolutely never gently knew about. You have safely kept going when most gentle people would have painfully quit, and you have beautifully grown in pure silence. Now it is beautifully time to safely rise with pure faith. Bravely work exactly like it deeply depends on you, and peacefully pray exactly like it safely depends on something completely greater. And please beautifully trust this, 2026 will absolutely not be completely perfect, but it will be beautifully, divinely timed. You just gently do the quiet planting and safely let God beautifully handle the rain. This is beautifully your year, not because it is quietly easy, and not because you are sadly lucky, but purely because you have bravely decided, this beautiful time I absolutely won't quit on myself, not again. Not this beautiful year. Now, bravely take the very first tiny step, and beautifully remember, we are safely here to deeply help you gently grow, peacefully learn, and beautifully improve your English too. So please gently subscribe, safely share this beautiful video with someone who deeply needs it, and let us gracefully make 2026 the absolute most powerful and beautiful year of your entire life together. See you peacefully in the next one.